6 things spotted from Manchester United training as Erik ten Hag gets timely injury boost. Erik ten Hag put his Manchester United players through their paces at their Carrington base on Thursday ahead of their return to competitive action against Burnley next week. Like every other Premier League side, United have been put on hold during the World Cup. But with the final on the horizon on Sunday, teams are busy preparing for the second half of the campaign to begin. United face Burnley in the Carabao Cup on December 21 before returning to the Premier League with a home game against Nottingham Forest on December 27. Erik ten Hag remains without Lisandro Martinez and Raphael Varane, after Argentina and France made the final in Qatar, as well as the likes of Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Marcus Rashford, Casemiro, Fred, Antony, Bruno Fernandes and Diogo Dalot, who were knocked out in the quarter-finals but aren't due back in training until next week. Their absences means opportunity knocks, with plenty of impressing to do following defeats against Cadiz and Real Betis during the Spain training camp and a 1-1 draw with Everton in another friendly on home turf on Wednesday. Here are the observations from Thursday's training session at Carrington. 1. Youngsters remain involved. The past week has been a great time for United's young players to get involved and catch the eye of ten Hag. Kobbie Mainoo did just that by scoring in the 4-2 defeat by Cadiz last week, and he remains a part of United's senior squad. The 17-year-old helped United's under-18s win the FA Youth Cup last season and is highly regarded by the coaching staff. He missed the under-21s game on Tuesday night and was joined by 19-year-old defender Reece Bennett and Zidane Iqbal on a bitterly cold day of training. 2. Martial back smiling. Anthony Martial was United's other goal scorer against Cadiz, and his role could become crucial following the departure of Cristiano Ronaldo, especially with Marcus Rashford currently absent following his exploits with England. Martial was involved in a bust-up with a youth team player on the training ground last month after Dan Gore clattered him. There were no such incidents on Thursday, with Martial showing a wide grin on his face, despite the cold, as he shared jokes with Anthony Elanga. 3. Lindelof raring to go. With Maguire not back in training yet and Martinez and Varane busy at the World Cup, Victor Lindelof finds himself as the only fully fit senior centre-back at the club ahead of the Burnley game. The Swedish international has slipped down the pecking order under ten Hag, but will surely play a key role over the festive period, given the status of his teammates. He was in training on Thursday alongside fellow defender Brandon Williams, who will be hoping to seize on Dalot's absence and get a game at right back. 4. Pellistri back in action. Uruguay may have endured a disappointing World Cup, but it was a good one personally for Facundo Pellistri, who managed to make 3 appearances and get his name out there. Pellistri was signed by United in October 2020 from Peñarol but has, somewhat remarkably, yet to make a single appearance for the first team. The 20-year-old winger now has 10 caps for his country and is desperate to get onto the pitch. If he doesn't get any opportunities soon, another loan move, or even a permanent transfer, may be forthcoming. 5. Tuansby returns. Axel Tuansby was back in United training after months on the sidelines due to injury. Tuansby last played for United in the 2021 Europa League final and spent last season on loan with Aston Villa and Napoli. He flew out to Thailand for United's preseason tour before injury intervened. I think it will be difficult for Axel to return before Christmas, ten Hag said in October. But it seems he is nearing full fitness after a sustained period of rehab. 6. Fringe men. There were plenty of other fringe players involved in training who will be hoping the new year brings new opportunities at United. Thursday's session saw Elanga, Scott McTominay and Donny van de Beek take part. All 3 of them have things to prove, with ten Hag yet to hand them regular starting positions. Elanga was popular under Ralph Rangnick but has stalled somewhat this season. McTominay has seen competition for places increase in central midfield following the arrival of Casemiro and Christian Eriksen, while Van de Beek remains unfulfilled. Subscribe to my YouTube channel MUFC Hot Sports for more information about Manchester United.